in Yamhill in overtime to the High Flyers on Thursday, 123 to 122. That extra period, they just couldn't quite get it done, so now they've started a new one. And now let's see what happens, Gary. What did you notice in that third quarter?
Well, I noticed in that third quarter that the Volcanoes still didn't give up. They still tried hard, had tough intensity, were rebounding well, were shooting the three, obviously. And, they want to keep this up, Mike, because Vancover next tomorrow, actually, will be a very tough game. So.
And Tiefenthaler down there, Alex Tiefenthaler, he was going to war down there under the bucket. And he had four guys really scrapping on him, but no call at all on that one.
Absolutely.
So at the line for the Hotshots is number 14, Desi Crisp.
Let's give it up for the Vancouver Volcano dancer.
And Letzenberg in this fourth quarter, Gary, I think you're going to see him want some threes.
Yeah, that would be the objective. I mean, obviously, Brian has them in there for a reason, and the main reason is for the threes.
And Bryson McKenzie comes back in for Tiefenthaler. I don't think he'll be seeing him too much on this run, McKenzie. I think they're going to go back to Tiefenthaler maybe. I think he's a little frustrated at the refereeing style of this game tonight, or what's been happening. Lambert over to Tyner. Back to Itrell Lambert for the jumper. Not quite for Mr. Lambert. And the Hotshots are bringing it up. And that's 15 and a block party. Ricky Lott, he was trying, and Bryson's like, not in the O'Connell Sports Center house tonight.
Very nice move for Bryson. He's been really perfecting that, from last year to this year. And like you were talking about, I think it really helped with the Idaho Stampede and with the Dallas Mavericks camps.
Yes, definitely. Well, he's still that defensive presence, but he has developed some offense too, and I'm really excited when they play some other deeper into the IBL schedule what's going to be happening.
Well, if I were Brian or Coach Hunter, I would try to give him a little rest to rest up for the trip tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Hartman back in the game for number 23, Damon King. And Kano sitting on the bench next to Ken. And with Pip. This is cracking me up. That's where they need to get the shot. Kano they adopted him last week, the official ceremony and all that, and now he's in the huddles, he's on the bench, he dances. It's just so neat to see, when you adopt something, how it becomes part of your family.
It's like family.
That's right. And the basket is good by number 14, Desi Crisp. It was a race to the finish as McKenzie and another Volcano were jumping after for that block. Tyner brings it up for the Volcanoes. Hartman in the middle, going to the hole, loses the ball, but there's a foul on the play.
Yeah, that was a good set play. Kevin was looking for Alex to cut, and a little tough underneath the boards there, but he'll be at the free throw line. And this game, all of a sudden, though, Mike, it's not a gimme game now. We're only up by 12.
Yeah, I'm surprised on that one. I'm very surprised. Where'd it go? Hartman at the line.
Well, in the IBL, like you were saying, any lead is not a safe lead.
And that's the truth. So Lambert taking a seat, Murray back in the game, Bledsoe also in the game, and you notice the starters are coming back in. I don't think Coach Hunter wanted to do that. But what do? You got to take care of what you got to take care of at first. Give the Hotshots a lot of credit for battling back in that third quarter and so far in this fourth quarter, Gary.
Well, yeah, the Hotshots, finally figured out the strategy, and now, they're within striking distance.
They are, and like I said, they got a little bit of offense besides Jordan Gregg, and that's been really helping them. Bryson just said, here's your comeback. Here it is. He shook the room on that one, Gary. And Isaiah King going to the hoop. Block party from Bledsoe. Here comes Alex Hartman. Over to Murray. Back to Hartman. And then Pip wanted that steal, Gary.
Boy, the Pip factor again.
Oh, my goodness. I love it when Alex Hartman gets out on the break, when it's 3-on-1, and it's electrifying. Well, he kind of lost the ball, but he still made the basket on that.
Yeah, we needed something to get the crowd back in this game.
Yeah. Basket by number 4 for the Hotshots, Hassan Stewart. Closes the gap, 106-91 in favor of the Volcanoes. Bryson going back to work, no good. Rebound for the Hot Shots, and here they come. And that would be Ricky Lott looking over for a three-pointer. Not quite. Lechtenberg with the rebound, pulls one down over to Pip Bloodsaw. Up ahead, Andre Murray. And a foul on the play.
Good positioning there by Brad Lechtenberg. Even though he's a point guard, he was blocking out and in the right spot there. And big collision down at the basket.
Yeah, Murray's kind of shaking it off. He might have got a shoe in the face or something of that sort. There was some acrobat stuff going on and a lot of limbs flying, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we're not talking about tree limbs either.
Yeah, exactly. They're connected to some very big people. Murray at the line. And the first one looks pretty good. And Yuskoski back in for Lechtenberg. So it looks like they're going back with the starters and see if they can put this thing away, huh?
Well, 9:14 left. They need to do that and be able to rest up and head to Vancouver.
Yeah, I think Coach probably wanted a little more rest for the starters, but he did get a pretty good chunk of that third quarter with the bench in there. So
absolutely.
I was hoping Lechtenberg was going to get a chance for some more threes. He still might. We'll see. Coach Jerry Allen, I think he's telling him over there, be ready. Here's what's going on. Being very demonstrative with his hands as well, in a good way. And the Hot Shots taking a look. Not quite. Yuskoski rebounds. Here comes Andre Murray. Over to Pip Bloodsaw. Down low, Bryson McKenzie. Yeah. Just kind of spun around him. The locomotive, the Bryson train for two.
Absolutely. Non-stop.
Yeah, he's had a really nice stretch since he's been in. Murray knocks it away to Bloodsaw. It's up ahead for Hartman. He loses it, kicks it back out. McKenzie rebound, collects the miss to Hartman for three. You got it. Alex Hartman. He can be a high flyer, but he's also to go, Gary. You should have stopped me on that.
I'm just going to let you do it like you do the annual high flyer.
And to start our time back in from that break in the action, Bryson McKenzie fouled, going to the line. Once again, Gary, Bryson will get his free throws in this season. I think he's going to beat last season's mark of 87 attempted.
Well, he's going to get fouled a lot being inside there in the paint, and he's going to have to get used to making those free throws, and he's pretty successful at it. I'm impressed right now, coming back from only 12 points lead now to 20. So they're putting up the heat again and playing like they normally were playing in the first two halves.
Well, and I think also Bryson's developed more of an offensive game, so he's holding on to the ball a little longer and he's doing a few things, looking for the fouls this year, which last year he wasn't quite in that mode. So the Hot Shots bring it down. Time's kind of their enemy right now. Let's see if they can cut into the lead at all. No good for them. There was a tip in, and that's Tony Akpon, the celebration man.
University of Hawaii.
But which one? That's the key.
That's my assignment, thank you.
Yeah, if we have any music for this too, the Google Gary song, I might make up a few lyrics.
Oh boy.
That might be kind of fun.
Or not.
So what are you really trying to say? How do you really feel? Bryson McKenzie at the line for the Volcanoes, shooting two. Once again, the big man, he's just feasting. Feasting on the line tonight. Very good numbers tonight from the line. Probably the best I've seen him at the line in a Volcanoes uniform.
I would agree. He is looking very intense right now.
Yeah, stroke looks real nice. He just, nothing but net, not even hitting the rim those last four attempts. Opens the lead up 115-95. Anytime the Hot Shots have a bucket or two, the Volcanoes answer back, and that's what they needed to do. Let's see if they open it up enough for another bench run. That's what I want to see. Jordan Gregg trying to find something, but it's a steal by Andre Murray. And he brings that one up. So Andre, another deuce, and Pip, Gary wanted that steal. He was up there for it.
Andre's just having a great game all around and a ton of steals tonight.
He is, and there's been a little more. I mean, last week I thought there was balance. This week I think even a little more because Murray scored last, but Lattenberg's really stepped up, and Hartman's got his. Yuskoski's did a little bit. It's been really nice balance. Even more. Andre Murray, the pocket was picked by number 4, and he goes in for the layup. Hassan Stewart, that 6'3 guard from Hamilton College.
Yeah, he just took his ball off there for a second, but that was enough for the steal.
Yeah, real nice guard matchup, those two in this second half. Pip with Jordan Gregg on him, over to Uskoski at the 3 line, down to Bryson McKenzie, and watch him operate.
Nice baby hook like you were
Yeah,
mentioning.
baby hook leaner. He's just really nice on that baby hook this year so far. Definitely, he's probably a lock, close to a lock for another IBL All-League selection.
Well, not only that, but the Minnesota Timberwolves of the NBA have already invited him to summer camp.
Interesting. And that was Tony Akpon on the basket, and the assist went to Chris Session. Very nice look from the Session man. Hartman taking a look back there, shake and bake between the legs a couple times, and Akpon comes out for help, so he gives it up. Hartman does to Bryson McKenzie. And here's your ticket for the gun show, Gary.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's the ticket for the gun show. Jordan Gregg on the rebound, the putback. It's good. Closes the gap, 121-103, 5 minutes and 18 seconds to go. But time's running out on the Hot Shots. FVTV, that's where you're going to see these games. That's for sure, Channel 11.
Well, you're right. The hot shot's got to go for broke down. You got less than 5 minutes left. You're down by 20 points. You're going to have to start seeing a lot of threes and intentional fouls to stay in the game.
And Bryson McKenzie takes the charge. That's something nice. I haven't seen that out of his repertoire in a while, so very impressive for Bryson. The bench is coming back in. Damon King, Kevin Tyner, Qtr Lambert. Let's see if Lambert gets on the scoreboard for this ball game.
So we're playing a little smaller and, of course, obviously very quick, so we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, last time it was Tiefenthaler in 4 guards, and now it looks like McKenzie in 4 guards. So we'll see how that all looks.
Only player right now for the Volcanoes that hasn't entered the game is Ken Nakashima, so we'll probably see him a little later, I would think.
Well, we'll take a look. We'll take a look and see when it's Ken time.
Okay.
And I wonder if we should get a word over to Kano to get a word over to the coaching staff that we want Ken. I think that's what we need to do. Turnover on the play, and that is a layup that is good by number 4, Hassan Stewart. Tell you what, the Hot Shots aren't giving up. They're going to come in here next week, the 21st, in a rematch here, and they're going to play hard. Looking at some other games on the schedule there, Gary. The China Shylands, May 28th for that Memorial Day weekend. The Vancouver BC Titans, we're going to their place tomorrow. They're coming back here June 4th. And that one I was talking about, June 12th, the Bellingham Slam. The last 2 years have been just fantastic ball games. And the Oregon Waves, June 26th also. So should be a really nice schedule here at the O'Connell Sports Center at Clark College. You guys get on down here. You like what you're seeing here, come on down live. Very affordable and lots of good times for one and all. So we're looking at 125 to 105, 3:52 left. Bryson McKenzie down low off that double team to Uskoski over to Qtr Lambert. See if he wants to get that ball up. Nope, over to Damon King. He very much will. Uskoski on the rebound. To Tyner, over to Lambert for the jumper. Lambert's had some looks tonight, Gary. Just hasn't quite got there yet.
Well, they're trying to let everyone score. Tyner has the ball. He could easily shot that. But, these guys are very unselfish, and they want everybody to score.
That's very true. And giving everyone a taste of the pie is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Isn't that what it was like when you were playing ball? That's what it was like when I was playing ball. I was one of those last guys at the end of the bench, man. Get me in there. The ball's going up.
Well,
the ball's going up.
I was one of those guys. I was the point guard, obviously.
So you had to distribute to the guys who said the ball's going up.
Yep. I got the biggest throw passing and giving everybody the ball.
So now another nickname, Playmaker Akiyama.
Oh, you are just coming up with these.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Jump shot for the oh, Gary, it's going to be a long year.
Oh, you cracked yourself up, don't you?
Someone's got to. The Volcanoes have the ball back. Tyner for 3, no good. And it's a rebound by the Hot Shots. And they're looking up ahead. Let's see if Ricky Lott finds somebody. He does, down low. Turnaround, no good for Hassan Stewart. And that's Volcano basketball.
Yeah, Volcanoes, all they have to do is control the tempo now with only 3 minutes left. I'm surprised the Hot Shots aren't fouling.
So question, Basketball Guru, what do the Hot Shots need to do to come back in there a week from tonight in a rematch and be competitive?
Well, you're going to see, I think, a completely different team. They're going to try to control the inside game in the paint. That's what they just got annihilated tonight from that. With Bryson McKenzie, I wouldn't be surprised if they even try to double team Bryson a lot and take their chances from the outside.
Hope for a cold night, huh?
But if they do, hoping for a cold night because we got our three-point shooters left and right on this team.
Well, there is some depth with the three-point shooting besides Lechtenberg. Like you said before, Pip can shoot the three, Hartman can shoot the three. Tiefenthaler made one tonight. Yuskoski's made one. So a lot of people can. Oh. And Tony Akpon, you got the steal. Why are you leading with an elbow? I'm not quite sure.
Almost a TKO.
Yeah, it was going the opposite way, too. So I'm not sure if he was doing like a drop step, drop the man, and then coming back, or what was happening. Tales of the strange in the IBL.
I really don't think he did it intentionally, but it sure looked that way.
It was just weird how it came down. So they're pulling him right now, and they're making a substitution for Isaiah Bryant in there. But at the moment, they said a technical foul, and it makes sense to me. Yuskoski hits the technical, so it's good.
Right.
Tony Akpon. Shoot 2, ball 1.
Misses the second one. So now they get it back. So Bryant comes in for Akpon. His night's over. He had his time, had his elbow, and we'll see him next week.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully there will be no bad blood, because like you said, I don't believe it was intentional. It was just more weird than anything.
Yeah.
Damon King over to Lambert at the 3. Lambert looking for something to develop over to Tiefenthaler. He's going right to the middle. It dishes to King. Penetrates a little further and dumps it for Devin Yuskoski. Not quite. And the Hot Shots get it back. Controlled by Curtis Scipio, the guard out of Oklahoma Wesleyan. Three-pointer, Hassan Stewart. He passed it up. Went down to number 15, Ricky Lott. Lott passes out in the corner. No good for the 3. Lambert with the rebound. Wants his people to get set up. He's like, I'm going to give you the ball. And he promised, and he did it. He did it right over to Kevin Tyner. Nice pass from Lambert. Nice communication on that. As we're winding down, 2 minutes to go, 130 to 105 for your Volcanoes. Everybody clap your hands. That's pretty good. And much to our delight, we have number 5, Ken Nakashima, coming into the game.
Played for the...
And he's in for Kevin Tyner. Very nice return for Kevin Tyner. And I'm really glad Ken gets a shot tonight. Let's see what happens.
Kenta Nakashima, number 30.
And your PA announcer, Kevin Clemenson, Clem, as he's affectionately known to us, gave a really razzle-dazzle on Ken's name, which I think we should probably continue when we talk to him.
Absolutely. Speaking of Ken Nakashima in there, let's make a little plug for the Volcanoes when they travel to Japan in August.
Very nice. First time for them overseas.
It is. August 5th through the 15th, they'll be over there for 10 days playing the top professional and college teams.
Wow. And what does it look like, the Japan professional leagues over there? I heard they basically have 2 Americans per roster.
Absolutely. 2 Americans per roster, but you can only play 1 at a time, though.
Okay. And I saw in the program that you distributed there when you did a little scouting trip, Charles O'Bannon, the former UCLA product national champion back in the mid-'90s, is playing over there right now.
He is, and I got a chance to see him play, and his brother is over there as well.
Oh, Ed O'Bannon's there too?
Yeah, so both of them are over there.
Nice. And then I also heard, as far as pay goes for overseas leagues, towards the top of the scale for an American, what do you think?
Well, if you're a big guy like Bryson, starting pay in the top Japan league, the JBL, would be starting at $100,000. And then if you're a really talented point guard, you could make starting pay about $80,000. So it's very...
well, not to mention your room and board is paid. The season's, what, about 3-4 months, 5 months? What do you think?
About five months.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's paid for, so you take home what you make, and the only thing you have to pay for is
Whatever you spend.
whatever you spend for souvenirs.
And Gary Akiyama's financial advice: do not use credit.